Hey traders, welcome back to another trade recap. And I do receive a question recently. There were one of our subscribers asking me, "Hey Neil, why do you only do your trade recap? Why don't you do workshops? Why don't you do free videos on candlestick patterns, support and resistance?" Let me be honest with all of you. If you want to learn about the basic support and resistance, candlestick patterns, all these things, you can already just go to YouTube and start searching for them, because there are plenty of good educations about support and resistance, about the basics on YouTube, on Google. But what differentiates my channel from all the other channels is because when you're going through my trade recap, it doesn't just help you in terms of improving your technical skill, your price action reading skill. The most important thing is you are actually not paying any price, but you get to go into my thought process behind each of the setup for free. And this is valuable. This is priceless. I do sell a community. I do run something called the 1%ers Trade Club, where we have 45 traders inside now. All of them are actually paying to get into my day-to-day trade call, setups, breakdown, game plan, etc. But the best way for me to provide good value to the public is actually to do a trade recap for free on my YouTube channel. So to respond to this question, I think trade recap is probably the best in improving your trading skill, fast pacing your growth as well. So let's go through our trade. We actually have 2 red days in a row. Monday, which is 28th of August. I'm not sure what is your time zone. Yesterday, which was 29th of August, we also lost a trade on Aussie dollar. So let's go on to the pound yen first. So pound yen, we took a loss here because we have our game plan sort of stated. I can't really show you because it's for our paid members only, but if you're interested to join the 1%ers club, if you're interested to find a serious community where you get to learn from my trade, learn from exactly how I plan my day, how to read my game plan, because all our members get access to our game plan as well. Exactly what are some of the scenarios that I pictured every day before I pull on any setup. And that's just the reality of being a semi-professional trader, because it requires a lot of focus, a lot of hard work. So pound yen, we were looking for short. 30-minute chart, obviously we have a double top. If you go to the 1 hour, it's technically the same thing. We have a beautiful uptrend. We have a double top. That was when our community went on fire. We took a short here, a short here, a short here. All of them was correct. Then price proceed on pushing. So I took a loss here because on the 4 hour, initially our game plan is actually to short at 184.74, but I told my members, hey, put on the replay mode. I say price has tested the 50 EMA and we have sold off a little bit. So because of this, I believe we have a tendency to continue running lower before pulling back deeper. So sometimes it's all about assessment, sometimes it's all about risk reward. There are times where I have to make difficult decisions like this to say, hey, we're going to pull on the trade a little bit earlier and give it a shot. And it turns out to be really slow. Why did I decide to go short there? It was because we have a 5-minute or 15-minute break of structure under that 184.40. One loss doesn't mean moving forward this is not a profitable pattern, right? One loss doesn't mean anything. I always say this. Just because this trade didn't work out doesn't mean the pattern is not working. That's what we call a TPF pattern in our community. So if you're interested to learn more, join our trade club. It's not that expensive actually. If you look at the 1 hour, we took a loss on this. Price eventually go back to 184.70, but I told them don't take any more trade. Wait for price to go back into 185.30. But very unfortunately, yesterday, right now it's 5 a.m. Malaysia time when I'm recording this. Few hours ago, I actually call a setup in our community and say that I want to go short at 185.38, which is right here. Stop loss about 25 pips. looking to target at the low. The setup actually played out really well, but we missed out the trade. It's not a big deal. It's really not a big deal for some of you who are watching this YouTube video, especially if you're a newer trader. Missing out trade is part of the consistency as well. All right, if you want to become a good trader, you have to adapt. You have to embrace experiencing drawdown, experiencing periods of uncertainty, experiencing missing out trades, experiencing big win, small win, break evens. All right, that's just part of the probability, and probability comes in a random sequence. There's no chance when I put this on my game plan and I say, oh, we'll definitely win this. No such thing. There's no chance I will be 100% correct on every single trade. No. Sometimes I miss out trade, sometimes I lose a trade. But what I'm proud of the community is we're actually able to grow together as a team. And when I take a loss, I always tell them, if I call a trade in the community, I can show you proof that I actually take the trade. So yes, Monday we took a loss, yesterday we took a loss, lost about 2R. I personally lost about $4,500 in total. They all knew that, and if I didn't post my P&L, they can actually request for that as well. So full transparency in our community. This trade, we missed it out, but we'll be looking for a re-entry. That's it. All right, for further detail, I can't expose too much. Move on to Aussie dollar. Aussie dollar was also a trade that we took a loss. Pound yen was actually Monday's trade. This was yesterday. We took a loss because of our entry timing. Again, part of the game. Part of the game. There are times where you enter a trade, price stops you out, then you reverse all the way up. But obviously that was because we have the JOLTS. If you look at 29th of August, we got the JOLTS job openings, major news. That was something that we talked about in our community as well. Price actually pulled back deep into 0.64, then reversed all the way back. But to be frank, one of the biggest reasons why I missed out this move was also because I thought it was my mistake. I told them I thought pound yen was going to get triggered, because by that time I got stopped out on Aussie dollar. Pound yen was really close to our limit order. So I told them I won't be looking for any re-entry on anything else. I'll be focusing on pound yen because I think it's very likely to get triggered. Guess what? Didn't tap our entry, but it's part of the plan. It's really part of the plan. If you look at Aussie dollar, price eventually went all the way up. There is still more chance to get back for a re-entry. All right, so that's it for our red day recap. To be transparent, not just to our paid members, also to the public, to all of you get to see that not every day is going to be a green day. Because when I first started this our trade recap series, some of you actually asked me, hey, why do you post all the green days? And here you go. All right, from now on I'll be posting more red days, and it's part of the plan. You can, and I'll let you all know how's everything going moving forward. And if you like the video, please don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and I'll talk to you later. Bye bye, take care.